Welcome everybody. I thought I would do something different tonight. I did a sketch when I was observing of Messier 15 and captured P's 1 in it, and I just wanted to show you how I take the sketch and put it into a digital format, because I think that might interest some people. I'll post both the actual sketch and the digital format. So I've launched GIMP, you can see that down here, and I'm just going to go File, New. And I have to set my size, 1080 by, I don't want 760, let's try 740. Let's see how that size works. Made it to where the background's black. That actually comes out pretty good. Gonna minimize that. Have a scan of my sketch over on my second monitor over here. So I'm gonna go to Tools, and I've gone to the paintbrush here, and I've set my radius to 70 and my hardness to 0. My angle is 75.2, and I've set my hardness down, and I'm just gonna see how I'm gonna lower the well, I'm not gonna lower the opacity. It doesn't do what I want. So the hardness is set at 0. Let's see how this works. It's a little too bright for me. The sketch is a lot fainter, so we're gonna take that off. We're gonna come here and go to the color platelet. You can see I have some here. I'm going to try a different color. Just see how that does. Yeah, I need to go a little bit bigger though. So we're going to increase this radius. See how that looks. It's actually really good. I like that compared to the sketch. So we're going to go with that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back now. And I'm just going to start making some stars. So I'm going to increase the hardness here about 76. Doesn't matter on the angle. Radius we're taking way down. We will go to, I'm just going to test this out. A little too big there. Plus I need to change the color. Pick my white for my stars since they're nice and bright. I'll work for a few stars. Okay, so I have a star. Actually, we're going to go back. And we're going to take the hardness down to 0. We're going to increase the radius back to, well, not to 3,000, not even to 500. See how bright that is? Not at all. And that's because my hardness is set there, and I'm set to the white. I want to take it even darker, but we definitely need to come down about 150, 140. Let's see how that looks. No, we need it a little bit bigger than that. I'm trying to see the outer layers out here. So just so you can see what I'm trying to do. I think I want to go even bigger than that. It's a pretty good halo to it. Don't like the striations I get in that, so we're going to come down. Still get those striations in there. I don't like that. Not an expert on GIMP, so we're just going to play with it. Let's make it a little darker. I see too much. And that's the problem with the digital, is I can probably come up here, hit OK. Let's see what happens when I play with my colors here a little bit. I'm going to go into curves. I'm just going to try to even that out a little bit. I don't want it so bright. cancel that. That's not what I want. See how we do with the saturation level here. It comes up. It's not working. Okay, we'll take that. Get an outer layer of hue. Then what I'm going to do, come back to my colors. Let's go to my levels. See, I can play with them just a little bit here. Okay, then we're going to come back, stick this down to about, I think it was at about 70. And we will increase the, not the hardness, the radius is good. Let's take that off. To here. Okay. And you'll see that I'm playing with curves because I forgot to load the paintbrush. So now we're going to just try to center this in here and see what we get. Okay, I'm going to come in and use a bit of a smudge tool. Yeah, that's what I need to do. So Z, smudge this. You'll see I'm taking that steration out. Too far, too big. I'm gonna go back. Let's take the radius down. More manageable level. Okay. Sorry, you probably hear my wife watching TV in the background. Just gonna work this in. Out a little bit. Just really want to get the background to mimic what I'm seeing when I was at the eyepiece. That's better. Go back to the brush. Just increase this back up. And went okay. Gonna go back to smudge. Take this down just a little bit more. Okay. Just trying to get a little bit of more brightness here in the inner core. I like that. Still not really liking what I'm seeing up here. I can take that out. It's okay. We'll live with that. Then what I'm going to do is actually come back over to color. I'm I'm going to go to a lighter color now. Lighten this up a little bit. Just lower this down. Probably go to half of that, maybe a little less than half. So if you can just get a good little core in here. Guess that would be okay if I was back on brush. There's the core. Okay, so this is a pretty magnified view in the 4.8 and 5 XWA and the 5mm Pentax. That held up for that night. I think that's a little off-centered. I like that better. Okay, I'm now ready to start placing some stars here. So we're going to go down. We're going to increase the hardness about halfway. And down to about 2. Let's just place, nope. And I could use that for faint stars, and I probably will, but for now I'm going to put the brighter stars in. So we're going to go back to white. And we're going to go down to about 1. We're going to see how this works. A little bit bigger than that. So I just go 1.5. That will work. And I'm going to increase the hardness here, probably all the way up. These are pretty bright stars. So we have one up here. And the next one kind of goes down, angled down. I want it a little bit less. Ooh, much too small. And that's, I have that happen sometimes. Much too big. And this one's just a tad smaller, so let's go to 0.7. I can live with that. Another one that's a little bit bigger. Go down right about here. A little too big. Still too big. Had a hair on there. I can live with that. Okay, now we're going to come here back into the halo. We have one that's probably about 0.5. It may come in too small. Actually, that works. Another one right over here. And we're going to go down to 0.3. And we're going to place another one right about here. Nope, way too small. Just at the top of the core, still too small. Okay, that works. Coming up here, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Got another one just off the core here. No. It's too small on that. side triangle. Now we need to go for a little bit fainter stars, so we're going to increase that, decrease this. Let's go down to 0.3. Put some fainter stars in here. So coming here, I have a faint star right there. That leads to a chain of stars here. Too close there. It's just all about star placement. There's another fainter one here. And there's another one farther out there. There we go, that matches there. Coming down from this one, not the bottom one. Go in there. This one's a little bit brighter, so let's take her up. Take my glasses off because I can see a little bit better. It's going to be up and above. Okay. Now, coming straight down, a little bit bigger. And it's going to be pretty bright. It's wrong. It's kind of angled down just a little bit. That's good. That matches it. Okay. And we got those two there. That leads to a third one that is kind of in line to here. That's good. And over here, that leads to one over here. Just another faint one over here. Leads all the way over here. One. Okay. Come back to the glob. Start putting in some more stars here. So there's those two. There's another two that come down kind of in the middle of them. Okay. A small one. Ooh, don't know what happened there. No, let's take it all the way down to 1. A couple over here. Those two. Increase my brightness now. Two are farther out. Okay. Let's do, yes. Can mix a square there. Let's do one down here. Another one to there. There. Okay. Again, just working star fields here. Another one out here. Trying to really get why this isn't. There we go. I want to get these stars to be a little fainter now. So I have coming down from here. One. Actually, I need it to be smaller. I'll have to wait for the program here. Program froze. That's not good. I'm going to pause the recording really quick. Okay, back to recording. For some reason, it just went super big on me. Get these back all the way down. No, way too big. Increase the opacity, the hardness here down to about there. See if we can't reduce the size of some of these stars. Come back, and I'm just kind of going back and forth from the sketch here. So there's a small one there. Yep, that matches. There are two up here. I've got a third one there. Let's do one up here. One up here. Two. One up here. One up here. A little too wide there. That's better. That's more matching the sketch. Go in here. There we go. Whoops, too far. No, not far enough. There we go. Okay, that's matching the sketch. Now let's come down here from this bright star. One there. One there. Two close together there. Another two, oops, not far enough. Another two there. Okay, there's that. One there. Above there. One in there. One in there. Okay. Just trying to get these stars in. And then a lot of these are just going to be random. Okay. Let's decrease the hardness now and see what happens with some of these. Let's go even fainter. Okay. Yep, that's gonna work. Go back to white. Okay, let's take that down. Hardness down. Even farther. You probably can't even see that I'm doing anything here, which is fine. We're going to increase the hardness now a little bit. It seems my brush doesn't want to catch up to me. There we go. Now it's catching up. The program's just getting a little delayed. It's going to be interesting tonight. It's going to go up to 1. I don't want it at 1. I wish the program was keeping up with me. Gotta try to catch up with me here. I'm sorry this is taking so long. It's basically what I do. I definitely have some more to do down there. Put my glasses back on. Yes, okay. Some more that are just a little fader. Really. Sorry, kind of getting out of the sight here at times. Sorry about that, but I Really, I'm trying to duplicate what I'm seeing in this sketch. I guess what I should have done on this one is really sketch the directions to P's 1. Oh, hang on. Oh, I know that I gotta get to where that one's taken out. That's how I'm working the glob. Wow, this is just, I'm so sorry for this. This is a little frustrating to me that GIMP's not working as it does. But as you can begin to see, this is how really focusing on the inner structure of the globular here. I don't think I'm getting, yeah, I'm just trying to put some stars into the outer halo now. Put the bright ones in, that's good. Well, I'm just going to pause the video again because I got to wait for this to come up and there's no sense just running a video. Okay, I'm back. Just checking if I was back. You can see I've been able to put some more stars into this. Really just following the sketching pattern I have. Increase, let's see if I can increase this radius. Oh, good. Can increase the hardness. Okay. I really want that bright. That to be the bright that I just had. Let's go up to 94. Okay, let's see if we can make this any whiter. No. Let's see. Just not getting the whiteness in the stars tonight that I usually get. I'm trying to figure out why here. Everything's looking good there. Make them stand out a little bit more. Let's take that back down. Okay. That is matching pretty much my digital sketch. And then, I mean, not my digital, my actual sketch. So I'm going to just check some other things out here. Got that. Got that. Got that. Full outline here. Okay. So, what I'm going to do now is switch over to, and remember, right, that it creates a box. I'm going to click on this, and we're going to take that down to about, not 0. Let's try that. I can spell. Let's do this the right way. And let me pull something. I have a little cheat sheet. I have it digitally, but I'm not going to pull the digital out. What I'm going to do right now is, these are just where I take quick notes when I'm observing and a few other things. I have the comments in here. I'm just looking for the sheet of paper that, according to my telescope, tells me the magnification of my telescope. It was had a little breeze come up at one point and knocked my papers out. So hopefully it did not. I hope I didn't leave it in the desert. No. Looks like I may have left that in the Utah West Desert. Let's take a look at this. So we're going to set that aside. Let me grab my phone really quickly. I don't have my phone. I thought I had my phone in here. I don't. It's charging. I'll come back and actually, let's do this. Let's bring this here. Let's come here. And we're going to go to my Google, and we're going to go to Excel. I'm sorry, this is probably really boring for most of you, but this is how I transform a digital to there. So this is the sheet. I want eyepieces in each job. Might as well just print that page since this is the scope that I use the most. Come on, get up there. So I'm sorry you're going to have to put up with me doing this. Just want to print this. Next. So I'm just going to quickly write down. So I used the 20 XWA, that was at 111X. Then used the 7 at 317X. I used the 4.8 at 463X, and I used the 5 millimeter Pentax W at 444X. Okay, so there, I can minimize that. I'm going to come back here. So we're going to come back up here at 111X. The 7 millimeter was at 317X. 5 millimeter Pentax XW was 444X, and the 4.8 millimeter. And let's do this. millimeter x 110 degrees at 463x. Okay. 03 filter, 2-inch used, and DGM base filter, 2-inch. Okay. Notes, globular, show wonderful, all magnifications, period, P's 1 hinted at with averted vision at 3, where is it, 317x at 440 at 4x and 463x with D03 at P's 1. Pooped out. That's really good. Was clearly obvious. SQML was 21.69. Okay, that's my observation. And so now we'll just go back to brush. And then what you're going to see me do here is go File, Export As. You're going to see me choose my D drive, and you're going to see me go into Astronomy. You're going to see me go down to Sketches, and I need to make a rename it November 23rd, 2025. Erickson Pass Road Corral Site. Rename and open that up. And you're going to see me change this Messier 15 with P's 1 JPEG. I'm going to hit export. I should get another diagram box up now. And kind of see P's 1 right in there, just really faint. That's how I wanted it. Wanted 100%. I want the best quality, and it's going to be a JPEG, and we are going to export that sucker. Waiting for it to export. You can see it runs down here. Let's just make sure it worked. File, Export As. Yep, it's there. I'm not going to redo it. I'm going to minimize that. I won't even minimize that. We'll just bring up this. We're going to go here. And you can see it's been about a year since I last saw it. And there it is. So my digital sketch is there. That's how I created. Sorry it was kind of boring, but somebody had asked me if I could do that for them. And so I thought I would do it. We went 45 minutes. There's a few things I still don't like. I probably needed to fix these outer circles a little bit, make them more, probably blurred them a little bit more. I'm actually okay with that. It kind of just reflects a little bit what I've seen. Here's the main core. It's actually pretty close to what I saw according to the sketch that I made, the actual sketch. So I'll post both up. You'll be able to see both and compare them. Have a wonderful evening. Hope your skies are clear. Mine aren't. And my next thing is to show you how I lunar sketch. So that will be coming up.